Quick disclaimer, before this video starts, this video is for people who are willing to put time and effort into their golf. If you've clicked this video looking for the magic answer with minimal effort, please click off now. This video is not for you. Right, now that the serious people are left, let's go to the golf course. Rule number 1, invest in lessons before equipment. After 4 years of getting back into golf, only now am I thinking about investing in my clubs. I've broke 80 countless times and spent so much money on golf lessons. As you can see by my clubs, equipment isn't everything. My full setup alone only cost about £300. It took me 4 years to realise that I can't do this by myself and I need professional help. As soon as I started getting lessons, my swing dramatically changed and my scores dramatically came down, and I'm so much more consistent. The only thing I regret is not getting lessons sooner. Now, a lot of you aren't going to like this one, but this is the difference between breaking 80 and not. So rule number 2 is yoga and fitness. Boom, everyone's just clicked off. Whatever, let them leave. But trust me, I started my yoga journey about a year ago and my flexibility now is unreal. I don't go to any classes, I do it in my front room, I follow someone on YouTube, and it's by far the greatest thing I ever did. Especially good if you're getting a little bit older and the flexibility isn't what it used to be. Can't recommend how important yoga is. Even if you're young, it's even more important, staying flexible. The earlier you start, the more benefits you will have later on in life. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, which you should, you'll see that I've started running this past year. Now, you're probably thinking, what benefits does running have on a golf course, Mitchell? I walk round. Well, it's not about that, it's about your cardiovascular system. Why do you think Tiger Woods was crazy about running? He used to run in the morning and run after 18. It builds up stamina and stops you getting tired later on in rounds, which is where most people get tired and that good round that they started slips and no longer are they breaking 80. That's the difference. Rule number 3. Now this one is especially for the 9-to-5 workers. I don't care how busy you are, everybody has a set amount of time they can put aside to do some sort of hobby. Now I'm guessing yours is golf. Now even if you have half an hour a day, you just need to structure a workout into your week for golf. Even if that means half an hour of putting on a Monday, chipping on a Tuesday, 5 holes on a Wednesday, practice nets on Thursday, you will have time. Just make the most of it. Now, rule number 4 is a little bit ironic of myself, but for God's sake, stop watching YouTube videos. It took me a long time to realize that I was just making myself worse. I thought in my head, the more videos I watch and the more knowledge I know, the better I will get at golf. So you've finished your round of golf with the boys on Saturday. You played absolutely terrible. You go home, you've been slicing it all day, you're looking up how to fix your slice. Next thing you know, you're at the range working on this thing that you think is the problem, but it isn't. All you're doing is creating another problem. The reason you might be slicing it might be a simple little fix to do with your grip that a professional would spot like that. Now, you've been watching YouTube videos for the past half an hour, figuring out which one it is out of these 10 different reasons. You've finally picked one and it's not the right one, therefore creating another problem and therefore not getting any better. Just stop. Rule number 5. Now, I feel like this one is a big one and not many people will do this. Play golf when you're playing bad. How many times have you had a really rubbish start to a round and just gave up and walked off NR'd after 9 holes? Carry on. The way the human mind works is it learns from its mistakes. Not only that, but figuring out how to fight your way around the golf course when you're playing bad is key to getting better. Tiger Woods says that in a round of golf of him playing well, he will only hit 3 absolutely perfect shots. The rest of it, he's just trying to figure out how to get it in the hole with the lowest amount of shots. Rule number 6, like I say, don't let one hole ruin your round. Rule number 7, course management. Now, every round of golf needs a plan, and we've still got shots to play with. So what's your risk reward on each hole? Have a think about it. If it's a new course and you've never played there before, most golf websites have flyovers of their hole by drone. Have a look at the stroke index, have a look at the hole, and figure out which holes you're going to attack and which ones you need to play a bit more safely. Is the hole narrow and you need to take an iron off the tee? Does it open up after the dog leg and could you go over the top? Doing your homework on a golf course before you play it could potentially save you 1 or 2 shots at least. And to break 80, you need every small bit of advantage possible. Rule number 7, and my absolute favourite. If you are still here, well done, because you're about to get the best bit of information. Everyone else who is left, because this isn't for them, screw them. You're gonna break 80, they're not. The mental side of golf. I guarantee half the people watching have never ever looked into this. I read a book by Thomas Bjorn. It's called Mind Game. I'll link it below. It is packed full of the mental side of golf. Now, even if you take one thing from that book, I guarantee it will help you somewhere along the line. Now, this is what helped me. Like everyone, before a golf shot with 50 things running through my mind, I would get very tense and I just couldn't swing. It was stiff and horrible. Now, he talks about golfers, when they're thinking, they stop breathing, they hold their breath. They get behind the ball and they don't take a breath until they've hit it. If you've ever been out of breath after hitting a golf shot, this is why. And it's something so simple, and you'll see so many professional golfers do it. And now I do it before every shot, and my swing is just so much smoother. I get behind the ball, I take the biggest deep breath in possible, let every little bit of it out, then approach the ball, and you are just in another trance. You're just on another level of relaxed. It's simple, but would I have known it without that book? Probably not. I'll link the book below, but there is no way you'll read that book and not take one single bit of advice from it. I guarantee you'll find something in there that it works for you. Now, last but definitely not least important, putting. Now, how has it taken this long in the video to talk about putting? Well, like in the other videos of break 100 and break 90, I allowed you 1 or 2, 3 putts, especially on the break 100. It doesn't really matter. Breaking 80, however, we do not have any space on the card for 3 putts. I see amateurs all the time, including myself, I'm a sucker for it, is practicing lag puts till they are blue in the face. What they want to do is get it as close to the hole as possible so they can just tap it in. But when they leave themselves a 3-foot putt, they miss it like that. Most free putting doesn't come from a bad lag putt, it comes from them missing the 3-foot putt. So practice till you are blue in the face the 3-foot putts. It's what the pros do, it's what you need to do to break 80. So even if you take one thing away from this video, I guarantee one of them will work, and I guarantee you will break 80. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it and you got this far, you'll break 80, I promise you. Give this like button a massive smash, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.